see me. But when I'm out, they go bring me.
Echo Journal. I am Chelsea and I'm here with
Huncho.
Before we start, let us introduce our sponsors to you. We have Army at Huncho, that's located at Stinyami, opposite Splash City. Epe baby at the Mahuatowa, Epe baby it's there. So Epe baby called the Roma, Aquaco Dagora, there's Splash City, that's right, opposite Army at Huncho. So you can rest here, have your kids play there as well. And we have other sponsors who are.
If you're looking for a nice blog, a nice sneaker blog, just look no further to Step and Slay Sneaker Blog at Kumasi. You can call the number 0539 136 and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Also, we have Chofu Restaurants located at Atinga Junction. For all your best meals, the whole of Kumasi, that's where you have to call. Thank you guys.
Okay, so now we are getting into the conversation. Today's topic will be Kasafa money or fame.
Yes.
So, what will you choose? With money, will you going for money or will you going for fame? Or will you going for both?
Okay, I think money and fame can work hand in hand, but if I'm to choose, I would choose money over fame.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is a saying that money can buy anything, money can fix anything. So I'm thinking there are so many people here in Ghana, they have money, but then they don't really get what they want. So I don't know. It's not like everything money can fix everything. But sometimes it's good to have money just to live a comfortable life.
Okay.
And I feel like that's where the fame comes in, because if you have money, then people notice you. It feels a little bit empowering. So for me, I'll go in for money and then fame. I think with these two together, I think we can do so many.
They work hand in hand, you're right.
Yes,
but as you said, there are certain things people want to do, they don't need it. Do you understand? So when you prioritize wants over needs, you always slack off. That's when you rush for things that are not necessary. So personally, if I'm to choose between the two, I'll choose money. Because I wouldn't like to portray myself on the outside to be flashed, to be wanted, to be known. When on the inside, I don't even have money, or I don't even have anything to eat. I cannot afford
that's
little
where the fake lifestyle comes in.
Yes.
Because there are so many people who are living that kind of life, and they have this notion living a fake life can pay off fine. Some people do get money from living a fake life, but others sometimes it blocks so many chances.
That's true, but you should also understand that fame doesn't necessarily mean the person is rich. We have people who go famous of, for instance, someone selling plantain by the roadside. Even that lady who sells a boiled egg
On TikTok.
yes, with a sardine and other things.
Yeah.
She got the fame, but she's not a rich person, so that's also a factor.
I mean, she got fame through her hard work on
Exactly.
social media.
But then some people would get fame and portray. That's when the fake lifestyle come in. Some people use the fake lifestyle to get the fame.
But why is that?
Because to be famous and to be broke is not worth it. On the outside, you appear to be all pushed up, all wanted, all but then on the inside, you cannot even afford anything, and it's very hard to appeal for funds or something when you're in that situation. Also, when it comes to fame, and then you got famous through that, so you could also have money through the fame but not be so rich. Do you understand? Or you could be living a normal life with the fame and not be so rich, like how you expect people who are famous to be. Yes, so that's also a factor. So what do you also think about money or fame?
Yeah, for me, I'll go in for both. I'll go in for money at the same time fame, because I think having money and being famous, it's kind of empowering. I would like to experience when you're working to a place, even though you are rich, you have the money. People start like, hey, I know this guy, I know this, blah, blah, blah. It's really nice. I mean, it helps with your own personality. And with the famous, you can get other stuff for free. That's one part that I really like about it. You can walk into any place just because you are famous. Just giving free items, free food, nice treatment. And then you can be rich, nobody knows you, you're going to. Nobody knows what's in the first place. But with fame, even though they might think you have no money, but because you're famous, they assume you have no money. So they'll be treating you nice and then giving you the best treatment that you like. Having money is different. You can have money, but because nobody knows you, because how
Fake.
fake.
Have you heard of fake?
I feel of fake lifestyle. And then I mean, people get deceived with those kind of material stuff. So, I mean, there are so many people who work into a place, even though they have no money, but because they're living a fake life, they usually go out with free items. So, I mean, to me, I mean, fame and money working hand in hand. You have to get it to really enjoy this life. So, I mean, that's how I think it.
Okay, that's also fine. But to be famous on a good note is better than to be famous and rich with a bad name. Yes. So if that's what you want to, make sure that the name attached to the fame is of good reasons. For instance, let's be real, the adult here, we have people that are famous porn stars. You understand what I'm saying? Would you want to be a porn star? Like a famous porn star?
Famous constant.
It's the internet. I cannot use the word P.
That one, yeah.
So make sure that as you're fighting for the fame or rushing for the fame, make sure it's for a good cause.
Okay.
Exactly.
I get it. I mean, some people do have money, but they didn't use the right channel to get the money. So that's when it comes. They will start crafting some fake stories about how they get rich, how they get their money. I mean, even if they are rich, sometimes if you have the money, you got something like identity. You have to have your own identity.
So that's another fake lifestyle.
Even it's not about the fake lifestyle, but you are rich. You have to let people know what the source of income. How did they get
Why? No, my money is my money. If I choose to let you know, that okay, I have that's not specifically mean you have to know every source of income I have.
But you're the one coming out, they have money.
Yes,
so if you have money, the money have to tally with the kind of work that you do. Some people do have money, but then listen to their stories, it feels like they're just.
Have you seen a very modest rich man before?
I don't know.
Some people are rich. You see them, you would not think. You would actually see two people here. They'll be like, this person, a rich person, is waiting for you downstairs. You see two people here. You might check the other one, meanwhile to be him, just because he's calm, he's reserved, he's
doesn't show up.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, I know I've heard of rich people here in Ghana who doesn't.
Exactly. So doesn't mean you should buy fancy things and people buy their things. If I get my money and I feel like I need this thing, I'll buy it for my convenience and not just because I'm trying to impress you. No, it's for me. But then it's not that I owe anyone an explanation to the source of my wealth. I'm living the life I want to live.
So I think the next topic will be survival. Surviving here in Ghana is very tough. Before you can survive here in Ghana, actually you have to pass through pepper. I mean, levels of pepper, not just normal pepper. So how do you think about if someone, let's say if you want to start a business in Ghana, can you just how much money would that person need to start a business? Any business.
Before we get there, when you talk about survival, I see now when you travel outside, you can get rich quick. That's the problem with us.
If you have something going on here in Ghana, you have to focus on it. Because moving abroad doesn't guarantee your richness. Because that is a very different concept. Because you have to think about taxes, mortgages, and other stuff.
So you spend to go there, people don't consider adding tax.
Yes, the punishment. They are taking like $20,000.
You can be rich and travel anywhere you want, but to compare where you find comfort, it's easier to make money where you are from. And if you're able to stand firm where you are, it's easy when you travel.
I think the travel comes in when jobs become very difficult.
Okay, that's also fine.
Yeah, because the youth are struggling here in Ghana, and the only hope is to travel abroad.
Don't you think the youth are lazy?
I don't think, because
Some youth
are lazy, alright. Now I agree. But then most of them are trying to get a job, but they're not getting it because here it's all about who you know.
Yes, but you know,
the certificate doesn't really count.
Yeah, we are really relaxed. We are always waiting for the person we know. We are always waiting for opportunities to be laid on the table. You need mention of something. Coming back to that, how much money do you think you can start off, right?
Yeah,
when it comes to starting businesses. So let's consider what type of business am I going into? What, aside knowing the type of business I'm going into. What money do I have? What avenues that I can source money from? Whether loans, whether investors, all those things. You have to consider all these things. You just don't get up and like, okay, I have a business idea. Let me just inject money into it.
You have to consider
You have to consider a whole lot of factors. If I need to actually see this as a consider business into a thrive.
all business.
But that will seem into this with careful planning. You can use that amount of money and it will thrive. And then we're all waiting for things. For instance, you have a shop, like you have been able to get a shop. You want to make the place so aesthetically pleasing. Meanwhile, what you bring out there is not worth it.
Yeah. So you have to.
So you'll be running at a loss for having a business.
Yeah, you need to budget.
And make sure that as you are budgeting for whatever you are doing, you use what you can afford to lose. In business, it's 50-50. Either you win, either you lose, either you make profit, either you make loss. And you can also balance. You can sometimes make the money but no loss. Like the money you invested into the initial capital. You can end up making it back. No, you won't get any profit.
I will get the exact
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes, you have to make so many planning before you get into
So
business.
there is a whole lot of sacrifice you need to make starting the business that you want. One, the capital, and the two, it's not like you can start a business with any amount. I think I know one business you can start with 1,000 populations. This snake up one. So you can go into snake up ventures. Can start as low as with a business. Then as time goes on, you're able to build your own customer base. That's when maybe you expand your market.
But then you also have to understand that just because you work for Mr. A doesn't mean you work for you.
Yeah,
So don't look at someone's business growth to determine that if you're still going
I might find it discouraging when you look at other people's business because they are really doing well, but you're not doing well. That's when they will say the lack comes in. And then you need to consider, you need through the lines. You need to know what you are doing before you can get it right. You cannot just start a business 1 week and you expect results within the next week. It takes time. And I think
Yes, so guys, we are going to take a short break. We will be right back.
Now you better feel the passion coming, even I'm for my lifestyle. Everybody else, minute time for our life.